Okay, so in this video, we're going to talk about how to reclassify a raster data set. And so when we say reclassify, what we mean is to change the values, basically. And so, you might have a range of values, or you could just have a single. Let's say you had values that were equal to 1, and you wanted to change any value equal to 1 equal to 2. So you could do that. In this case, we're looking at this is a digital elevation model, so it's elevation, and we might want to identify ranges of elevation. So I want anything from 2,800 to and above to be equal to 1, and anything 2,800 and below to be equal to 0. And so you can imagine for doing some sort of spatial modeling or something that might be useful. So how do we do that? Change the values in a raster. We're going to use, it's called the Reclassify tool. And we're going to use the spatial analyst one. And there are a bunch of different options for this. Depending on what you type into the search, you might get reclassify by table. That's you can import a table. We're not going to worry about that. We're just going to go to the spatial analyst reclassify. I'm going to pull this over. So we just need to give it what raster do we want to reclassify. So brush mountain dem.tiff. So we're going to do that. What is the value, the field? And in our case, it's value. It's a single band. So this is the one that we want to deal with. And then you basically just build this table down here. So I'm going to say that from 0 elevation to 2,600 is going to be a value of 0. And then if I hit enter, and that's important. So you just get into this table, hit enter, and a new row will appear. And then if you do, and then say 2,600 to our max value is 2,800. So I'm just going to say to 3,000, our new value is going to be 1. And so what this is going to do is we're going to get a new raster with anything below 2,600 equal to 0 and anything above 2,600 equal to 1. And so I'm going to go ahead and just say reclass brush and hit run. Let's see what this does. And again, with any of these raster operations, the bigger the raster you have, the longer it's going to take. This should only take, 10, 15 seconds typically. And there we go. So we can see if I click a 0, well, I can click the brush mountain DEM, click 0. Hold on. In the 0 region, there we go. We're below 2,600. If I click in the 1 region, here we're above 2,600. And so now we have this nice clean break. So if we were, mapping a plant that only exists above a certain elevation or something, now you have this nice clean value that you can use in raster calculator, etc., to show that. Another nice thing that this allows you to do too is we could click on the color and just click no color, and now we only are showing the area of the mountain that is in the 1 range. So there's a lot that you can do with this, whether you're using it for raster calculator or just mapping purposes. You can imagine you could turn down the transparency on this, and it would just serve to highlight that area. So there's a lot of different ways that we can use the result of a reclassify.